haven't you? Get out. Hello folks, welcome back to another video. We just arrived at the Old Stickle Gill in the Langdales, and I've just paid £10 to park here overnight from the chap who I'm guessing owns the bar. So we're going to head up there somewhere. I'll be quite honest with you, I've no idea where I'm going tonight. I'm just going to go with the flow and see where we end up. But before we do that, I'm going to have the old banana and Mars bar, get energised, and then we'll be on our way. Let's go. I've chosen the Langdales today because I thought it'll be quiet. Apparently there's a triathlon on. There's green arrow signs everywhere, and the guy behind the bar was just saying he's expected to be really busy because obviously there's people running around the fells and doing whatever triathlon people do. I've never really fancied it myself. Hey up, the cyclist coming down now, so I better put you away. So today's weather forecast is absolutely beautiful, clear skies and winds of 15 miles per hour. Now last week it was winds negligible, so who knows what we're going to get tonight. One of those triathlon people. So anyway, tomorrow morning it's forecast showers and winds to pick up to 20 miles an hour. So on that basis I brought the Durston X-mid tonight, because if you watched my last video, Pure Big Agnes doesn't like 20 mile an hour winds and showers, she leaks. So let's see how the Durston fares up on this one. So there you can see Parker Stickle and Loft Crag. I was up that way in one of my earlier videos, if you want to check that out. The unexpected wild camp at Stickle Tarn. Beautiful. Well, it's definitely windier than last week. Right, so I've just dropped down. Right, so I've just dropped down off the summit and it looks like it's going to absolutely lash it down. So I'm going to get my waterproofs on now before I get drenched and get the old Kestrel out, because it's a lot windier than last week. So let's have a look how strong it is, eh? I'm not even sure we're going to be camping tonight. If it's not so bad down here, I'll probably find a space down here, but that's it. In future, I'm bringing the solo, nothing else. got to laugh, haven't you? Yeah. Right, folks, I'm afraid another summit camp is doomed on this one. It's far too windy up there. I've got the Durston. I know it's pretty decent in the wind, but I'm not everyone can hear me. Anyway, so I'm not going to camp up there. It's just far too windy. So I'm going to drop back down to Three Tarns. Might even drop back down to where we was earlier on. It's not going to be any fun camping tonight in this wind. So yeah, let's move on. Oh, look at that light there. Camera's back in the bag, so I thought it was going to rain. All atmospheric round here now. It's supposed to be clear. Right, I need to find somewhere to pitch the tent now. There's a spot there where those two sheep are occupying it. I don't really want to kick them out. There's a little flat spot over there, like a little plateau, Pluto, whatever it's called. So I'm going to go and check that out over there, and it's behind that boulder of rock, so hopefully we might be able to get a bit of shelter. I'm just going to go home. What am I wearing them for? There's no sun. Right, listen to how quiet it is now. There's not a breath of wind. Sheltered down here, so you wouldn't think this is the same video, would you? Anyway, so it looks like there's a few flat spots over there. Down here is Rest Gill. How ironic's that? We're going to be resting tonight right beside Rest Gill. So fingers crossed there'll be some flat spots there to get my tent up. If not, we'll have to go back towards Three Tarns, and I've seen a couple of spots around there we could pitch up. I didn't really want to pitch round Three Tarns because it's a very popular wild camping spot and I expect it to be really busy. Although people might be checking the weather, different weather apps, and seeing it's 30-mile-an-hour winds and thinking, sod that. Oh, hang on. Right, so let's go and check it out over there, and if not, I'll see you back at Three Tarns. Ooh, right, I found a spot finally, out of the wind, and pretty spectacular views. So I'm not going anywhere else now, I'm knackered. So I'm going to get this tent up, either there or here, and then we'll just chill out for a bit. Not a bad spot at all. You wouldn't think 25 minutes ago I was up there in 30-mile-an-hour winds, would you? Debating whether to go home. So anyway, I'm going to get the bag unloaded, and I'm going to grab a sandwich, make a cup of tea, and then just chill out. Right, so one thing I haven't done is fill my water up. So I'm going to go back to the Rest Gill, which is probably about 10 minutes away, and fill my water up. I'm hoping there's no one around here who's going to loot my tent. I doubt it though, because we're literally miles away from the path. So yeah, off we go.
Ready for action.
We can relax a bit now. We are on a very flat very flat and moist ham salad baum cake. We're not having much luck with these weather reports, are we? Clear skies. I don't think so. Yeah, it forecasts 15-mile-an-hour wind. It easing off throughout the night, but I mean it has eased off to be fair, but it certainly wasn't 15 miles an hour, as you saw. But I'm happy with this. We've got a few neighbours, I don't know if you can make them out. A few sheep creeping about. There's one little fella down there making a racket. Wind's picking up, tent's not moving. That's what we like to see. Anyway, does anybody else get this when they're out camping? It says I've got 4G, 2 bars of 4G. It's been like that for the last 5 minutes, nothing. Crinkle Crags is just up there, so I might have a wander up and see if anyone's got in touch with me today. I've literally not stopped on the way here. What are we saying then, folks? Do you like this one? I'm hoping that cloud's going to break up. It doesn't look as bad as it is on the GoPro, but all those clouds, dark grey, and we might get clear sky. Oh, look at this. We might be in luck. Might be able to get a few more star pics tonight. Got a pretty epic backdrop. There'll be no noise because there's no lights there, so anyway, it's nearly 7:15. I've not even had a beer yet. What's wrong with me? Alright guys, something a little different today. I didn't want the channel to go stale. I didn't want it to be, oh, he's eating his real termite again. So I thought I'd bring some steak burgers. Got them from Butcher's this morning, so let's give them a whirl, eh? Little Nalgene bottles with some olive oil in. I've no idea if this is going to be alright, but we'll give it a go, eh? Cooking with the Soto Windmaster. Oh my god. Those this morning was blood red. Yes, I forgot the cheese. Why won't you flip? I don't know what it is, but that doesn't really look that appetising. So I forgot the cheese, so we're on steak and tomato burgers. By the way, does anybody know how long you're supposed to give these in the pan? So I've borrowed my mum's cattle prodder, and I think 74 is the temperature for beef. 41, 44, 47, 50. 61, getting there, 64. Oh, that is good. Oh, that is good. It's not turned out too bad, this one, really, so far, has it? I thought it was going to be a bit of a disaster. Although the night's not over yet, don't speak too soon. I'm normally not a fan of cooking, but because I'm in the Durston and it's less weight, I thought, you know what, let's give it a go. Can't get burgers wrong, can you? Surely. So just in case anyone's wondering, I've got the gas level on a piece of well, it's almost like an Indian stone flag. It's like a perfect flat surface, so I just balanced it there. It's not going anywhere, so don't worry. It's not going to fall over and cause a fire. I wouldn't have done it otherwise. Starting to look like a burger now. Right, that'll do. Right, so in typical rockhopper fashion, I forgot something when I come wild camping, and I forgot the cheese, and I forgot the tomato sauce. But anyway, so that's what we're on for tea tonight.
This is a tasty burger.
I tell you what, I might be saying goodbye to those real Termat meals. I think that was £1.69, that burger. So nice to eat real food. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like those real Termats. And I've actually got one in the tent just in case this was a disaster. But if you had some cheese on that, a bit of sauce, it'd be beautiful. I just thought, just in case anyone's wondering why I'm cooking in a cave, because there's still a bit of a breeze down there. It's not much, but I just didn't want fat all over my tent. So yeah, nice little workspace here if you decide to camp here, but leave no trace. Well, it is now 20 to 8. Long overdue beer time. Cheers. We kind of got a sunset, didn't we? Right, I'm going to go up towards the summit now and see if we can get a phone signal and communicate with the outside world. There's loads of sheep around here. Right, the sun has officially set, so I'm going to go for a mooch. I'm going to head up there and see if we can get a phone signal. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on the GoPro, but it's still blowing a gale up here. It's easily 20 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour gusts, so we certainly made the right move pitching down there. I've managed to get a phone signal. I've rang home and told my mum and dad where I am. It's better being safe than sorry. Where I am down there, I've no signal whatsoever, and if I pack up in the morning and twist my ankle and I get stuck, you know, it's...
You're in a world of hurt.
You're going to be in trouble. So I've managed to get a signal and sent my location on WhatsApp, just in case. You never know, safety first. So it's still blowing a gale up here. There's not really much to be doing up here, so I'm going to head back to the tent and Enjoy the rest of these beers. Another head torch down there, can you see? Flashing me. Can you see him flashing? Right guys, we are now back in the tent. It is, bloody hell, it's 11:25. I've been out with the camera tonight taking a few star pictures, so if they're any good I'll put them on the screen now. There's been a few wild campers creeping about. There's a couple down Estdale, there's one on Scarfell and there's one on Scarfell Pike. Well, I'm assuming they're wild campers. We've been doing the old wild camp salute. If you're a wild camper and you do the wild camp salute, what's your salute? Mine's a figure of 8. So if you're camping if you're camping in Estdale or you're on Scarfell or Scarfell Pike tonight and someone's giving the old figure of 8, that was me. So anyway, that's my breakfast for tomorrow. A bit knackered now. Right guys, anyway, so I'm going to love you and leave you here. I'm going to get my head down. It's actually really warm. I'm going to take this down, jacket off. I just looked at my phone and it's 16 Celsius, so it still feels like summer. In fact, it's like a long delayed summer because summer's been awful this year, hasn't it? So, good space in this tent, man. Right, anyway, on that note, I'm going to say goodnight and I shall see you in the morning. Sunrise tomorrow, I think it's, well, it was 6:15 last week, so let's just say it's 20 past. But I'll put my alarm up at 6 o'clock. I'll stick my head out the door. If it's looking a bit naff, I'm not going to walk up there, but if it's looking alright, then I'll walk up there and we'll look at the sunrise, eh? Right, so I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. Good morning. That was not a good night's sleep whatsoever. Went to bed about, I think it was about 11 o'clock, and the wind picked up again in the middle of the night. The tent was flapping everywhere about 2:30 in the morning, so I was still awake at 2:30. And when I finally did manage to drift off, there was a sheep creeping around up here, bearing its head off 5:30 this morning. Woke me up, and then I got back to sleep, but it's 7:15, so yeah, not the best night's sleep that. I normally sleep pretty good when I'm wild camping, to be honest, but yeah, I must have had 3 or 4 hours if that. Yeah, as I said, the wind picked up, but besides the inside flapping, it did really well. It did really well compared to the big Agnes. I need to get a guy line attached to that. Probably wouldn't have flapped around so much then. But no water. Water didn't get under here. There's no condensation in the tent or anything. So yeah, I might start using this a little bit more, I think. Right. I'm going to make some breakfast now. Make a cup of coffee, Heinz sausage and bean, and a barm cake, and then that's it for this one. We'll be on our way. a brew with an atmospheric view. Look, clouds rolling over Bowfell there. Ooh. See you down to West. Ooh. See you down to Westdale down there, look. Ooh. Right, it's that time. It's time to finish the brew and pack away. Right, that's it. We're all packed away, ready for the off. Leave no trace, nothing but flat grass, rubbish bag. It's been a good spot, this one. It's not the spot I wanted, but seems to be a bit of a common theme on this channel. So yeah, if you have any questions for me or any comments, let me know what you thought about the video in the comments. It's always good to hear from you, or on my Instagram, either way. So that's it. I'm going to put you away here because I'm going back the same way I came, and you've seen everything already. I'm going to use my trekking poles on the way back because my knees aren't what they used to be, so I use the trekking poles going down with all my weight on my back. So once again, thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Ta-ra.